Hey, 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 hey! Vida Louca! Caros amigos do videosilva.com, da venuscreations.ca, do Ondas do Atlântico e da GHS, Avelino Teixeira. Estou aqui na presença de um grande senhor que vive em Hamilton e é exatamente onde nós nos encontramos. Refiro-me a Brian Melo. É uma pessoa conhecidíssima mundialmente pelos portugueses e não só, por outras nacionalidades. Brian Melo, first of all, we're gonna speak in Portuguese and in English, okay? If that's okay with you. First of all, I would like to ask you, where were you born?
I was born in Hamilton, Ontario.
Your parents are, of course, Portuguese and from the islands.
Yes, they're both from San Miguel in the Azores.
Tell me, how was the way you were brought up? What made you go into music?
Well, I mean, music was around me at a very early age. My brothers were in bands at early ages as well, and they're a bit older than me. So I would go to these Portuguese weddings, these Portuguese festivals. They would play Portuguese and English music, and to me, they're older than me, so they're like superheroes. So I would kind of just stand there and watch them. So at an early age, I really kind of took a liking to it, and it just became an early passion for me.
So how did you start? You started as a vocalist, or do you also play music?
Yeah, I play guitar, I play a little bit of piano, but it all started with starting as a singer, and I was actually a pretty shy kid when I was growing up, so my parents didn't even know that I could sing until I was probably 16, 17 years old. I kind of kept it to myself, but I started writing songs when I was like 6 years old, and I just started going, and then it sort of morphed from there.
Como é que tu te apercebeste que tinhas voz para cantar?
You know what? When I started singing, I didn't think I had a very good voice. I kind of did it because I loved it. But until I actually got into high school and I went for a vocal class, and my teacher started to say, you have a really good voice, and she started to give me a little bit more confidence. Then I started to think, oh, okay, well maybe I can do this, right? So it started probably in my teens when I really started to believe in myself a bit more.
If you don't mind, how old you are?
I'm 29.
29.
Yeah.
So how did you have the courage per se to participate in the Canadian Idol?
You know, not many people know this, but I tried out 2 times before I even won, and they were failed attempts. So the first time I went, I was nervous, I was shaky, I was a bit younger, and then when I did it the first time, you know, I'm a big believer that you need to get used to being uncomfortable and trying new things, because I think that's the only way that you grow. So I tried it the first time, got past the first round, that was it. The second time didn't go very far, and then, you know, you get a little bit discouraged. But then you kind of go back and then you kind of build your courage. But I always believe that it starts with your mind and what you're thinking and what you believe in yourself. So the last time I kind of believed in myself and I had a lot more experience, and I just kept on going. So for me, it's just you keep on going, get a little bit better each and every single day. And then slowly but surely, those doors slowly start to crack open, you know?
For the first and second time that you tried, what kind of a response did you get from them? That they encouraged you to go ahead, that you had good voice, that you had talent, and so on and so forth? Yeah,
absolutely. And they always gave me great feedback, but mentally I wasn't there. And I'll be the first one to say that I wasn't ready, because I would go there, my jaw would be shaking, my knees would be shaking. It was tough to breathe because mentally I was distracted. So, but they always gave me encouragement, and I remember the first time they said, Brian, you're doing great, you just need to work on your control a little bit. So I took their advice and I started to work on my control a little bit. But it just takes time. The more you do it, the better you get.
And learning how to breathe, blah 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 blah.
All those things, they all kind of come with time, yeah.
Diz-me, tu quando começaste, portanto, a primeira e a segunda vez, eram com canções inéditas, novas, ou covers, como vocês dizem?
Oh, it was covers when we were on the show. We couldn't play too much of our original music. Like I said, I've been songwriting and I've been in bands since I was young, but we were doing covers. So I started to pick covers that reflected my personality, what I liked, and what I thought I could do well. So.
Portanto, algumas das canções que tu escreveste e que musicaste foram gravadas, publicadas ou ainda estão na gaveta?
No, I mean I have many, like my new album's out right now with all my original music. It's my second album right now, and but I still go online and on YouTube, and I cover a lot of other people's songs, and I put my own twist to it. Okay. So I kind of have best of both worlds right now.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the second CD that's coming out.
It came out, yeah.
It just came out.
Yes.
What's the title of it?
The Truth.
The Truth. And the first one?
Living It.
Living It.
Living It.
Oh, Living It.
Yes.
Portanto, o primeiro foi Living It e o segundo The Truth. The Truth.
That's right.
Tell me why the title Truth? What it means?
Well, to me, in a lot of ways, you know, when I won the show, which will be a year tomorrow on September 11th, or sorry, 4 years
since
since I won the show. Yeah.
You've done a lot in 1 year.
I know.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. I know. Time flies. Huh? Yeah. But you know, for me, when I won the show on September 11th, we recorded the album, we produced it, and put it out by November 27th. Really, really fast. So, to me, I felt that this next album really reflects my personality and who I am as a songwriter better. Mm-hmm. So, and I really got inspired by my roots in Hamilton, by the people that were around me, and I could actually take time to kind of write and sing about my experiences. Mm-hmm. So I just felt that what I was singing about and the type of music I was doing just reflected me more of who I am. So that's why I called it The Truth.
Portanto, todas as canções dos teus álbuns, o primeiro e o segundo, são todas em inglês ou tens alguma em português?
I have to learn Portuguese a little bit better.
I think you speak Portuguese better than I do. Maybe.
I don't.
But you're afraid of. You're shy. You know.
Maybe I'm a little shy. You know, I have 2 older brothers and 1 older sister. So and I like blaming it on them because I don't speak Portuguese very well. I understand it. But
they had already gone through school
and they were speaking English in the house, so I was always speaking English, but it's something that I kick myself in the butt for not learning a bit better. So hopefully the next time you talk to me, we can do this interview in Portuguese.
Hopefully. Brian, tell me, what have you gone with those 2 CDs? Have you gone out of the city? Have you gone to? Tell me places that you went with your CDs.
Well, I've done several cross Canada tours. I've been in Nashville, New York, Chicago, LA, in the States, and I've even performed in Portugal. I performed in Terceira for the Angra Rock Festival.
Where I am from.
Oh, nice! and I performed.
Do you remember? Lembras-te dos lugares, ou seja, do lugar onde tu atuaste na Ilha Terceira?
Yeah, it was really close to Mount Brazil.
Okay.
And it was right off the water by the hotels, and there was a big parking lot.
Provavelmente nas festas sanjoaninas.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But it was beautiful people.
Quem é que te convidou para tu ires lá?
I forget what the organization, I forget what they were called. They set it up with my manager, but when I won the show, they actually heard about my win in Portugal. So they wanted me to come, and it was called the Angra Rock Festival.
Ok, só não foi as Sanjoaninas, agora já sei de que é que se trata.
Okay, yes.
Gostaste de estar lá ou não? Foste bem recebido?
Oh, it was the best. It was the best. Yeah, I loved it.
When are you going back?
Well, we're hoping in the new year sometime, probably the spring or summer next year, that we'll be doing a European tour.
Tu sempre que apareces a cantar, sempre que fazes espetáculo, trazes a tua banda contigo?
Yes, sometimes I do it a duo, just 2 of us, and sometimes I do it by myself, and sometimes I do it with the whole band. So it depends on what I'm doing, depends on what kind of show.
Agora, eu gostaria que tu me dissesses, eu sei que vais iniciar uma digressão por 3 meses.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Well, basically, I'm going on tour for 3 months with a non-profit organization called Live Different. And what we're doing, we're going to 75 different schools, 7 different provinces across the country, and we're giving them this high octane motivational presentation and letting them know that they can live different, they can make change in their life. And part of the presentation, I'm performing 3 songs, and I'm also speaking to them. And then at night, we're going to be doing an acoustic tour across the country. So we'll be going Ontario, Manitoba, Quebec, and then all of the East Coast.
And who is sponsoring this tour? Because also you need a lot of money, of course.
Yes, the Boston Pizza Foundation is the main sponsor. So they've stepped up and they've helped out and they've helped make it possible.
And whose idea was this?
Well, the organization Live Different. They've been around for about 10 years, and they approached me about this, and I felt that it was a good fit, and I believe in their message. So it all kind of sort of conspired and happened pretty naturally.
Thank you for that. You should be commended for the great job you're doing. Tell me, is there anything, are you preparing for a new album, or?
Yeah, well, we're promoting my latest album. It came out in October, so about 10, 11 months ago. So we have a couple singles that have been on the radio. My first single was called Soundproof.
What's been the reaction?
It's been fantastic. It's been really great, and a lot of my fans like this album a lot better than the first one, just because, as I was saying before, I have a lot more of a personal connection to this. Okay. So it's been a fantastic stepping stone, and it's been very gratifying.
So when you're settled with this, you're going to start preparing for the third one.
It never stops. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So once I get back on tour, I'll start writing, producing the next one, and keep going.
What inspires you to write songs?
Life experiences, other people's stories, my stories, and it could be something simple. Who knows? It could be waking up in the morning and seeing the sunset and writing a song about that. It's whatever moves you and whatever you feel inside. So, I mean, I believe that there's inspiration everywhere. It's just you, and writing songs is almost like putting pieces of a puzzle together. They're out there. You just kind of have to try to find it and create something that resonates within you.
Brian, I always loved your work, I loved your presence, I loved your voice, but now that I've spoken with you, I love you even more.
Oh, thank
you. May God help you in this great effort that you're doing, that you should be commended for what you're doing, and may God bless you and help you all along.
Likewise, thank you so much.
Thank you. É assim, minhas senhoras e meus senhores, caros amigos do videosilva.com, de Venus Creations, de Ondas do Atlântico e da GAGS, com Brian Melo aqui em Hamilton, um homem que, como acabaram de ouvir, é uma pena que ele não tivesse falado em português, mas ele disse-me logo que preferia falar em inglês porque o seu português não é um português limado, digamos assim, e eu fiquei com pesar porque sei que algumas pessoas que nos vão ouvir certamente não vão perceber o que é que ele disse, mas foi de facto para mim um privilégio falar com este rapaz, um homem tão novo, mas com uma sensibilidade fantástica e uma grande vontade, acima de tudo, de ajudar aqueles que precisam. Para videosilva.com, Venus Creations e Ondas do Atlântico, Avelino Teixeira. Vida Louca!